Welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I'm going to show you the easiest recipe today. It's really just 2 ingredients, 3 if you count the chicken, but this I'm going to cook in my air fryer, and I'm going to use the brand new seasoning that Y'all Brands has just released. Y'all, I said the Fancy Steakhouse was my favorite, and it is still at the top of the list, but this one may pass it. It's called Honey Barbecue. Y'all, it's awesome. When I first got it, I sprinkled some in my hand and tasted it, and I said, Harold, this tastes just like the best barbecue chip in the world. But there's so many ways that you can use this. And I just got 2 chicken tenderloins out. I didn't want to cook a lot of chicken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put olive oil on it. And I'm going to cover that really good on both sides. And I'm going, I really covered it really good. And then I'm going to sprinkle this, and I'm going to cover it. This is not hot. It has just a wonderful taste. And I'm using this like a rub. But I'm preheating the air fryer to 400 degrees for 5 minutes, and it's going off now. So we're going to put this in it, and I'm going to cook it on for 4 minutes, and I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm going to cook it for 5 more minutes. Okay. I'm going to put this in here. You hear it sizzling? Okay, let's put it in for 4 minutes on 400. Let me rinse my hands, and I'll be right back. Some of you ask, why are we a sponsor of Y'all Sweet Tea? I'll tell you why I am. I believe in their products. I use them myself. I use them, some of them, at least 3 times a week. Their tea to me is the absolute best. I took some with me when we went to Louisiana last week, and Chris, our son, said, Mama, I've started drinking unsweet tea. Y'all seen him, he's a big man. And he said, I'm not drinking sweet tea anymore. How's this gonna be? I said, try it. You just make it like you would, and what makes it sweet is when you add the sugar. But anyway, that's why, they sponsor me, but if I didn't use their products and think they were the best, Mama Sue wouldn't be here doing it. But this honey barbecue is available right now. I think, Darian and Brandon said this morning when they launched it that there's plenty this week. But I'm going to tell you, I know how fast the Fancy Steakhouse and the Southern Secret, I think that's the name of it. Yes, the Southern Secret sold out. And I really think this is. Now, I'm going to tell you what I plan to use to cook next with this. I'm going to make my baked beans. And I'm going to put this in it for seasoning, the honey barbecue seasoning. But it's great. And this is one of their new shirts. The yellow just looks like springtime, doesn't it? And all it says on the pocket side is just y'all. That's a Southern thing. I mean, almost everything we're talking about, we'll say, are y'all coming over or whatever? That's just what we say. But look at this. You know, you got to have faith, and we got to count our blessings every day. All right, I'm seeing what this is. We're like 2 minutes. I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm going to put it back on for 5 minutes. And after you see me turn it over, I'm going to pause it, and I'll be back when it's finished for you to see the product. But anyway, what you're going to do is, after you cook it 5 minutes, I'm going to use my meat thermometer, and you want it to be 165 degrees. You know, you definitely don't want to eat any kind of poultry that's not done. But that's what I'm going to do, and you see how easy that is. Got 1 minute, and we'll be back. You know, when I made the potato chip cookies the other day, I meant to ask you, what's your favorite kind of potato chip? I forgot to do that. If you want to comment on this one about what's your favorite kind of potato chip, I'd love to know. I'll tell you what mine is. You may think, she's crazy. Now, I love just plain potato chips. Harold's favorite chips are barbecue. He always wants barbecue. But my favorite is salt and vinegar. I love it. When I was so sick and didn't want to eat very much of anything, when I finally got to where I wanted to eat just a little bit, it was the salt and vinegar. And even today, I find that the things that are spicier, oh my goodness gracious, that looks so good. Look at there, we're going to turn it over. I'm going to cook it 5 minutes now. On 400. And I'm going to pause, but I'll be back when the chicken's done. Okay, this cooked for 5 additional minutes. I'm going to take it up. Put this right here. Now, I'm going to test this to make sure it's at least 165 degrees. Well, that's going up to 192. So that is, let's see what this one is. 190. They're done. So easy. And let me tell you, if you wanted to, you could sprinkle some more on here. But if you haven't, you know, you might have seen the launch this morning on Y'all Sweet Tea's page. But if you want a very good seasoning that you're going to be able to use for a lot of things, pork chops, chicken, baked beans, fried potatoes, whatever, this is right at the top of my list, with Fancy Steakhouse, Southern Secret, cinnamon sugar. Oh my goodness, all of them are so good. And the shirt too. But you know, food doesn't have to be hard to prepare. You saw how easy this was. If you don't have an air fryer, you could cook this in your oven. It'd be just as good. It would take a little longer, but that's okay too. I want to thank y'all for following me. Remember, put what your favorite potato chip kind is. I don't have to have the brand, but let me know. You know, there's so many different brands now. I mean, different flavors now. There's dill pickle and barbecue and cheddar cheese and all this, but Mine is salt and vinegar. I'd just like to hear what your favorite is. But anyway, we're gonna have this to eat, and I'm making some potato salad with it, and that's gonna be our meal. It's plenty for us. I love y'all. Please share my page and comment, and you'll be moved to the top of Facebook's, whatever it's called. I know many of you say you're not seeing me very much, and I'm thinking that's the reason. But anyway, hope you'll be salt and light wherever you go. Jesus loves you, and I do too. I'll be back soon.